What's up, YouTube? Alright, today I'm kind of excited. I got a new product to bring to you guys. Been wanting one of these for a while, just for some reason I just haven't quite sealed the deal until just now. As you can tell, it's a FNM product. This one here is the FNS 9C, but it's somewhat kind of special. It's a limited run. Mine is a 2-mag gun. So it don't come with the blue fancy case and everything. It actually just comes in this cardboard box. The world's most battle-proven firearms, which is true. Actually, the barrel on my AR-15 is a FN hammer forged. You got your owner's manual here. Whoever is the Packer 521, we got some problems. So you get this little soft case here, and inside you will get the gun. So let's go ahead and get this on out, and you'll get your basic boring stuff here. FNN, your Youth Handgun Safety Act, your lock, all that stuff. All that stuff will just go back in the box, and we will just discard that. We don't need that. That's what we need right here. Okay, so this is it. You open it up. So you got your soft case. You got your gun, 12-round mag in it. You get your 17 shot. It's basically a full-size gun mag. It comes in a full-size gun with the grip adapter. Not a huge fan of this setup, but there are some good points of it, and we will touch on that. Your extra back strap. So here's the problem I have with Packer 521. This gun did not come with the pin to hold this in. So I actually got it discounted at the local gun store because of that. But this one here, after we make sure that the firearm is clear, if you can't tell, this here is battle gray is what they call it. I just really like it, and this will come with 3 dots. I've actually, if you guys know me and follow the channel, you know, first thing I do is paint these sights until I can get some put on them, some fiber optics. So yeah, it was just really appealing, the finish on it. But we was talking about with this magazine, you know, I'm not too crazy about this, and this will actually probably get put back in the box. But there are some reasons, you know, to have this magazine. If you were the person that just wanted to have one gun, you know, you could have your carry mag set up, run this as your backup, because let's face it, if you go through 12 plus 1 and you have to do a reload, you might as well go big. I would not throw another 12 rounder in there. But if you wanted to have a 1-mag gun, you know, you could run it like that, and then also come home, slap this in here. Okay, so now you got your round count, 17 plus 1, and this gun has the ability to put a weapon-mounted light on it. So, you know, you could have that one gun that serves it all. Okay. So let's go over some tabletop topics, and yeah, I'm just keeping the flat one in there, or the arched. I'm doing away with this flat one there. So let's go over some topics here. So usage. What's this gun? What could this gun be used for? Well, obviously CCW, right? Because I mean, it's a compact gun. Everything about it screams CCW. So we got that. Home defense, yes, we just covered that. Okay, so you could use this as home defense. Range and training gun. Yeah, definitely, because I mean, it's not so small that I don't think you'll be able to shoot it well. And also bug out. Well, yeah, FNN has been making battle-proven firearms for many, many, many years, and the FNS has been out for several years now, and I think that's kind of why I just didn't get it when it first came out. I wanted to just see the track history on it. So, you know, it's been out long enough to, I'd say basically, I think it would be good if you had to depend on it. Firepower. Well, pretty good, especially considering its class. You know, the short mag holds 12. Okay, and then you have the ability to put your 17 shot mag in there. So firepower, it's on par with anything out there, and if at all, it's beating out a couple of the contenders, the competition. I'm sorry. Ergonomics. So from an ergonomic standpoint of view, you know, just looking at the gun, when compared to like a lot of the Walthers and the H&Ks and stuff that have, let's face it, probably the most ergonomic grip on the market. Just by looking at it, it just looks generic, honestly. I mean, you just wouldn't think that it's going to actually feel really good in the hands. But for some reason, just getting a hold of it, it feels my hands really nice, and the texturing is almost perfect. And you know, for people that watch my channel know that I towel and grip everything. I don't think it's going to be the case with this one. I mean, we will see. Once we go to range, I'll determine that once I'm out there and shooting it, seeing if it's slipping around. But I don't think it will. And the low bore axis, which it's all in a sear assembly on how they was able to drop this down as low as they did. So, yeah, ergonomics, I'd say, is right on par with anything out there. It don't look like it, but put one in your hands and it, for me, it fits. This I don't like. This right here throws off my when I go to just draw up and just point at a target. This one here actually changes the angle of the gun in my hands, and I don't like it. I'm used to the arch from the Glock. So accessories. It's been out on the market long enough that there are some accessories out there. I haven't went in full detail on researching everything, but obviously holsters, sights, your basic stuff's out there. I don't know if Apex or anybody's making trigger conversion kits or anything like that, which it's a carry gun. I'm not going to change out the trigger anyway. But I'm sure there's the simple stuff out there. I just haven't went in detail yet on searching, but for those of you that are FN guys that know more than me, feel free to leave links or whatever in the description for everybody else. Value. Well, value, I'm going to say, for some people, is going to say, man, it's a lot of money. It was $4.99. There was a discount off of it because of that, but even at $4.99, I say it's a hell of a value. I don't really price guns with money, shall we, per se. I price guns off of, one, I think is going to last for a long time. I shoot a lot, so I want a gun that's going to withhold ammo. Two, you know, the brand. Do they make quality stuff? You know, something that's going to be accurate, something that's going to have a long longevity. And then also add that in with the money. And for $500, I think that it's really hard to go wrong with this. And this gun kind of got thrown by the wayside. It was introduced right around the time as the Glock 43. All off Glock 43 came out, you know, and it just kind of got forgot about in a way, even though everybody was screaming for this gun. Same time, Glock 43 came out, and everybody kind of forgot about it or didn't really pay attention. So, for me, yes, I think it's a hell of a value of a gun. FN's been making barrels for the military's firearms for years, generations. They know what they're doing. Reliability, durability. Well, I can't really vouch on that because this is out of the box. It has 0 rounds through it outside of the factory, so we're just going to skip that. Overall thoughts on the gun. Overall thoughts on the gun is, well, obviously I bought it, so I must like it to some degree, right? I really like it, and here's what I really like about it. So I have pretty goofy fingers and really long fingers, and for this gun, the trigger breaks right there. Okay, it don't break way back here. Okay, and as you can see how far forward it sets, I like that. because it automatically puts my finger, the pad of my finger, on the face of that trigger, versus like some guns are, I automatically come in like this, okay, and then the trigger breaks way back here, and I'll pull left and low. So I automatically just like that, and the trigger is on par with anything out there. I mean, it's a Striker Fire audible reset. I could really care less about the reset being audible, as long as it's short for follow-up shots. Because let's face it, somebody's coming at you, you're just going to slap the shit out of this. But I like where it sets, and I like where it breaks. So yeah, I really do like the trigger on it. It is a little heavy, but not bad because it's so clean. The looks of it. It is a good looking gun. I mean, I'm not one to say, well, you know, I like this gun because it's a good looking gun. I like it. I could care less. I mean, hell, I've got high points and everything else, and they're ugly as shit, but they just work. So I'm not one to get hung up on the looks, but let's face it, I mean, this is a good looking gun, and even in black it's a good looking gun, and the stainless is really nice, but this battle gray is freaking awesome. And I talked to FN, and they actually said that this is a limited run that they've done. The polymer is on par. It's not a cheap looking polymer. It has that nice matte finish to it. There's no like real, well, you can see a little seam there, but it's well finished. Everything about it says quality in my eyes. And one thing I want to touch on, I almost forgot about it. Okay, weapons clear. I only heard one other person mention this, and it was actually an FN representative. You have replaceable guide rails. So the locking block in the rail is all one piece. So say thousands of rounds down the road, for some reason this is just not wearing correctly, you can just buy a new locking block. And same thing back here. It's same way. It's a replaceable. Now there's going to be some, you know, it's going to be a pain. Here, let me get my light on. It's going to be a little pain to do because this sear assembly is very complicated, because you can see all the springs that are going in there sideways. They made this whole sear assembly as low as they could to get that borax down as low as they could. So for your average person, I probably wouldn't attempt that, but your front guide rails are probably going to see the most wear, if anything. The back guide rails are just kind of there just as a guider. But I thought that was very interesting because most guns don't. While we have it apart, we'll go ahead and look. You got your normal, your dual capted recoil spring here. I've watched some other videos and the barrels are saying up. I don't know if I have a newer run. Typical. You got a really wide mouth feed ramp. FG, I don't know what that stands for. And the barrel says AP. So if anybody knows what that means, I don't know if that's the worker that machined them or milled them, or if it's the machine itself. 3-dot sights, they normally come white. The front is larger than the rears. I like for fast shots, and assembly is that simple. The gun is fully ambidextrous. Your magazine, both sides, slide catch. Now on the slide catch, it probably just needs broken it. Oh, there it goes. But I've had a couple issues, you know, with, well, I Froglubed this gun last night, so that might be helping some. But I had some issues with the actual slide catch being used as a slide release. So there you have it. I'm going to cut the video at that. Future videos that I'm going to have with this, obviously, is going to be the first 100 rounds. We're going to go out and we're going to test this gun. And then also, I am going to do a modification to this rear sight. So I'm going to make a video on that. And basically, I'm going to cut away this Novak style. I hate it. Because I don't quite know if I'm going to put sights on this or not, because they're so great. I'll have to go make sure that the gun's hitting where it's supposed to. But essentially, I'm going to drift this sight out and I'm going to grind this back and make a claw on the rear sight, and re-blue it and all that good stuff, and I'll make a video on that in due time. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by today. I want to thank all my subscribers, all my loyal subscribers out there that's been very patient through the family issues that I've had here at the house, and just me getting back on track and getting some more videos made, and it's just very hard to make time for something that is a back burner project for me. But with that said, I appreciate everything you guys do, all the thumbs up, all the shares, all that stuff, and like always, I want to encourage you to be performance driven in life and demand greatness. Thanks for watching.